Ani, bonjour, tanzi, kwekwe, scano, and hello. It's Catherine and Brian from Moonstarlodge in South Central Ontario in the Georgian Bay area, and I'm bringing you a reading for this very interesting week of July 28th to August the 3rd. We have moved into Leo on the 23rd, and on the 24th we've had the new moon of She Who Heals. I'm going to do a separate little video for She Who Heals because it is a significant card, more than a card, sorry, it's a significant moon cycle. I'm a little bit discombobulated today, so that's always good because the spooks love it when I'm not in control as much. Anyway, we are using a plethora of decks that relate to the land. And we start with Tarot of the Kingdoms. Can you pass those to me, please? This is Tarot Landscapes, which I've been using all week, myself personally, for 2 weeks now. Liminal Spirits Oracle, which I've used before. The Hero's Journey. The Bloodlands Oracle. I'm actually going to write to this author and ask him to create a tarot to go with this. It's amazing. The Wild Lands Tarot. The Wolf deck, which calls itself a tarot, but it's not a typical tarot. And last but not least, an ancient Marseille style Tarocchi with its expansion pack, and I love it because it's full of skeletons. So those are the card decks that have boxes. There is another Make Playing Cards deck that doesn't have a box to it, and you'll see that it's referenced in the show notes. All you have to do is click on the title of the reading each week, and it expands with a whole lot of much more information on authors and the decks used. So there's 2 additional decks. Anyway, let's go to the cards, Brian. So here we are in this magical mayhem here. This is the Tarot Landscapes deck. And we start with the King of Swords. King of Swords is so much about intellect, clarity, seeing from the place of higher vision, not just for his own purposes and his own life and family, but for the kingdom. This is about science and literature and clear thinking, getting away from the clouds that can dull our thinking or cover things up. So a very powerful card to start with. And you will see more from the King of Swords later. I asked for an ancestor card. I'm really feeling the ancestors this week. I don't know why. But this is the 6 of Swords. So, okay, so this tells us that we need to change directions and look at our current situation from a new perspective. In RWS, it's seen as somebody rowing a bundled up person away from choppy waters into calm waters, because it's very hard to gain perspective when we're in chaos. So this very much speaks to the king giving us the powers of clarity so that when we find ourselves on calmer waters and calmer shores, we can look at perspectives from many points of view. Clearly, starting out with this means something significant is happening. We go to the Seven of Cups, and I see the king is looking directly at the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about all kinds of choices. And I often reference this. My classic saying is, so many options to choose from that you end up spending a whole lot of valuable time going, assessing every one of the options. And some of them may lead us down the rabbit holes of completely impossible things, or things that aren't good for us. So the king here is staring very directly at these options and saying that they are there for us. It's clarified here by the Ace of Pentacles. So we need clarity. We need to see that there's a beginning, a choice that's about our third dimensional life. It could be our home, it could be our material wealth, it could be our family, it could be time. Time is an asset that's very important in our third dimensional life. So there is a new beginning for something here, and so we need the clarity and not get distracted by something that is other than this. So the Pentacles card is helping us to know where to focus. The third card is a Pentacles card, and it's the Six of Pentacles. And it's giving and receiving. That's an important thing. Assets not moving, that are static, don't grow. And so the giver, it's in the giver's best interest to give, and it's for us to receive and know that everything will be fine. The clarifier here is from this Wolf Tarot, and it says endurance. The meaning of this card is endurance. This wolf is carrying its pup and moving on. You will find that life is a constant test for endurance. Don't give up now. Greater happiness and rewards are to come. Your lesson is endurance. And I'm going to deal with that card later. So let's talk about that. The yin and yang of giving and receiving suggests maintaining a balance. And that balance requires endurance. And the endurance takes us to a place of happiness. I mean, anybody who's giving, who has the means to give, is happy about it. And anybody who doesn't have the means, who receives, is happy about it. So, or is happy about the receipt of the gift. So consequently, it's about enduring those things until we find balance. Now, and that's an appropriate card, by the way, for the Pentacles suit, this Wolf card. Enduring as we make life in this third dimension be in balance. We have a Wands card, and it's the 8. So there's a lot of action quickly, and it's action from a place of comfort. We don't stop and think about this action. We go, go, go. And the clarifier here from the liminal spirits is called, oh no, it's not. This is from the Bloodlands Oracle. This is called the burn. It looks desolate. It looks like perhaps our energy has burned something down. But in fact, this is how the forest, in its cycle of growth rejuvenation, and death creates new life. So we have to burn away things which aren't serving us on this journey. The Page of Pentacles. So we've got a fair bit of pentacle energy, I feel, this week. So the Page of Pentacles is learning about things, learning about, in the way that a juvenile would learn. Somebody who's just coming in to gather experiences. And this page is a tortoise. Learning methodically, learning with studiousness that which has to come to us. And it's clarified by the mandrake root. There's an old wives' tale that the mandrake root screams when it's harvested. It's about love. It's about love being in the air, whether you choose to follow through with it or not. It's also about watching out for somebody who might thwart one's journey. And there's another aspect to this here that's just jumped out of my head today. It's the reminder that there's no fast track to great rewards. We can't do things quickly or sloppily, hence the tortoise. We must put some energy and effort and thought into it. So we have this beautiful king here, King of Swords, reminding us that that energy is there for us, that archetype to take on for ourselves and to have support in that way from our spirit guides. When this week gets to this point, we have the World, the last card in the major arcana. It means we are completing a very powerful and important karmic cycle. Excuse me. It's interesting, and I asked Brian to please douse a lot of these cards because I really wanted to be clear that the proper energies were being addressed. This is a collective reading. Even if I slip up and use the word you, sometimes it is personal, but this is a collective reading. So we all seem to be coming to a point, or most of us anyway, where we're completing a karmic cycle, and we can rest for a bit when that happens. And it's clarified by the King of Ankh, or Ankhs. And that is the same, in this deck, it's the same as the King of Swords. That's what I was alluding to earlier when we started. This has everything, the triple goddess, the Ankhs, a butterfly of transformation. And this is, I believe that's a statue of Ramses. So we have incredible support at the intellectual level, cognitively, spiritually, and we're setting in stone something that is for the ages. This is going to supersede our current incarnations individually. And finally, we have the Lover's card. Yeah, it's a major arcana card, and it can represent partnership with the beloved. But it's also about wholeness. I am inclined, let's put it that way, to see this as the higher order of the card. It's about finding the yin to our yang within ourselves, coming fully to peace with who we are and what we are creating, and feeling a satisfaction that when we finish this karmic circle, we are whole and we will love ourselves in the way we should love ourselves, not in conceit or in a sense of being better than, but completely at peace with who we are and what we've done with this magnificent cycle. And the card that clarifies it is, what would your higher self do? And the person is sitting there thinking, and the higher self is an image within this great light. You are divinity in blue jeans, it says. That's a beautiful card. So while we are completing a karmic cycle, again, this required careful dosing and careful connection so that I could make sure I was pairing up my thoughts about the cards with what Spirit is saying through Brian and his psychometry. And it starts in Virgo, how we see this playing out. Let's put it that way. We will have been through She Who Heals, and we will be moving into Setting Sun Woman by the time this comes to pass. So this starts August 23rd. So less than a month from this reading, just about 3 weeks. August 23rd, we move into Virgo. And the completion of this, everything that's going to manifest, is in Scorpio, which will be by the end of November 21st. So August 23rd to November 21st. So we're moving through basically 3 moon cycles and 3 different grandmothers by the time every little nuance of what's coming together comes together. You can flip the camera, Brian. I found this a little bit overwhelming, to be honest. I understand it now that I've gotten through it. I get a sense that this King of Swords being doubly shown to us in 2 different decks, obviously, is very much about being guided, being protected, being observedly, easily observed. We will have easily observed support. We will know it, we will feel it. It won't feel crazy making that all these changes, these are powerful changes. The quick movement here is a biggie. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I was a little frazzled today doing it. I still have the throat issues, obviously, and I will know soon, have confirmation soon what the issue is, and unfortunately it's likely permanent. Anyway, we appreciate the comments, the thumbs up, liking at each and every time that you watch a video. I wish you could feel the love that Brian and I have for all our supporters and friends. You've been making life a lot easier. And I do make a point of answering all the comments. Our appreciation runs very deep with this process, and I hope we can continue for some time to come. The upside of this is I'm organizing another series of videos on parapsychology, personal spiritual growth, and all kinds of stories from my years of working since 1976 when I started in university, working, the things I've encountered, the spooky story stuff, but also to help people who want to advance in their spiritual growth. Anyway, that's enough for now. We will talk soon. Blessings and aho. Peace.